Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the first stream of the week. My name is Dudzord, and I do awesome game dev projects here on Twitch. Today is Tuesday, and we'll be working on our pinball prototype. In any case, how's everyone doing? Sorry for not streaming yesterday. Elgardia, congrats on being first. GG's. Good morning, Lit Geek. How are you? Pretty early. I saw that you tried to probably steal the first award from Elgardia, but you failed to do so. Ay, ay, ay. We'll live to try another day, I guess. Okay, people of the world. Yeah, today is pinball day, GG. But I don't have a plan. Don't have a plan. Um, I found out that there's something weird about like streaming, which is when you stop streaming for like 3 or 4 days, your body just refuses to stream again for some reason. So you really do have to force yourself, which is kind of a weird feeling actually. But here I am. But yeah, for today I wanted to work on the pinball game. I'm not exactly sure on what though. Um, I know there are like probably some more elements that we can implement. There are like some rollover stuff that I don't recall the name. Let me see if I can find them. Pinball terminology for new pinball owners. Okay, so that's the panel, slingshot, flippers, throw. No. Let me see if I can find the there's like a nice graphic with all of the names, you know. Okay, my allergies are also kicking in, which is not fun. Maybe I'm allergic to streaming. Yeah. Okay, yeah. These rollover things is something that we still need to implement. We also have these drop targets that we also need to implement. We already implemented the stand-ups. So maybe we'll start with implementing those. And then we will plan like a proper simple table design, because in order to actually have this game work kinda as it's supposed to, each table will need to be scripted, you know. So I will actually need to do. Oh, you have like submissions inside the table that you need to like do in order to actually beat the table. So yeah. Okay, so we have slingshots, we have stand-ups, we have pop bumpers, we have spinners. So yeah, I would say we add rollover and drop targets. And we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Does any of you have a preference over which one we tackle first? There's another thing here that I'm thinking about, which is in the case of this rollover, it kind of belongs to a rollover group, you know, almost as if you need to like toggle on all of them in order to do something. Same thing for the drop target. You probably need to hit like these a bunch of times, like in sequence. So these drop targets all belong to the same group as well. I was thinking that in the case of the pop bumpers, I mean, we have these three here, but maybe these pop bumpers could all be part of the same group, you know. And by being part of the same group, then you essentially would just upgrade the group all at once instead of upgrading like the individual element. Okay, so I think we have plenty of stuff to think about. Okay, I think I'll do the drop target first. Seems easier. Yeah. Okay, let's do the drop target first. For the drop target, I would say that we can pretty much maybe reuse the stand-ups. So the stand-up is this guy here. She's just a regular, you hit it and you get points. It doesn't like bounce the ball or anything. So I would say that we can reuse this, and the only thing that should matter is when the ball hits it, it like drops, essentially. So sounds pretty easy. So I would say that we can duplicate stand-up. We'll call it drop target. GG. So this guy is gonna call drop target. Okay, let me move me to the center, so I think it's better for you to watch the editor. Is there a way for me to increase the size of the editor so you guys can see a little bit better? Oh. Custom display scale. Okay, feels like it's like this or something. Okay, save and restart. Hold on, let's see. Did anything change? The custom editor scale factor to use. This can be used for displays with very high DPI, where a scale factor of 200 is not sufficient. Oh, 2. I don't know if this is doing anything. Maybe it is. I don't know. Okay, so we have the drop target here. We have the drop target here. I would say that we'll need a proper script for it, which I also gonna reuse the stand-up. Drop target here. Drop target. GG. I need to replace the script and put the drop target script on this guy. Good job. What more do I need to do? We'll need to keep track of I think we'll need to have like two measurements or two properties. Which one of those is how many centimeters or inches the drop target needs to fall, and how long does it take to like go inside. So I'm gonna say drop distance. I'm gonna say, I don't know, like how many centimeters is this? 5 or something. And then another variable called drop duration. I'm gonna also assume it's gonna be very, very fast. And yeah, in terms of movement, in terms of collision, so whenever the ball enters here, if the drop target is unlocked, I will need to figure out if it is falling or rising. Is there anything else that I could reuse for this? Maybe the shooter, you know. So the shooter as like this current length that it has traveled. Which I think I'm gonna need to do that, but I'll also need to figure out if it's like lowering on or rising. This can be just internal. Current dropped distance var is falling equals false, var is rising is false. Okay, so whenever the ball collides with this, we need to see that I mean, whenever the ball collides with it, it should be risen, you know. I mean, this should rise like very fast. And probably should only fast whenever the ball is outside of a specific like a collider or something. Yeah, actually the ball does only collide with it whenever it is like in the risen state. So so here I can say that is falling equals true, and then I will need to somehow like move this, but I kind of want to use the same logic from here, where I will to essentially need to move this by hand, I guess. Don't use float math and use seeded random generators. That's all there is to it. Yep. Yeah. That's how you do. I mean, that's not a not take at all, but sure. But that's how you build deterministic games. Oh, this should be on the physics side of things. I see. So, if it's falling, this happens. Else if is rising, this happens. Equals falling equals false. This is rising equals false. Oh. Else if. Oh, elif. Okay, so I'll need the rigid body here. On ready var rigid body equals rigid body 3D. Then this has the drop distance, drop duration, drop distance to drop distance, rise duration, why not? This is the current dropped distance. Okay, I will somehow need to notify this element that it needs to like start rising, you know. But I would say that this probably will come from scripting. Um, I don't think these things rising would be like a timed event or anything, because I don't want to risk getting the ball stuck. Although if the ball gets like stuck inside, like if the ball collides with it, it will just like fall again. So I would say that maybe for now we can make it timed. Drop duration, restoration. Lowered duration, and we do like 5 seconds. Okay, so this needs to happen here on process. So, okay, so the ball hits the thing. It's gonna set is falling to true. It will start like calculating this, but then is falling is gonna be set to false. I'll probably need like a is lowered or something. I mean, no, because is lowered is gonna happen whenever is falling is false, is rising is false, and current drop distance is negative. Else if it's rising. Else if current drop distance is less than 0, then here we are lowered. No, maybe I can do something else. Maybe I can like create a timer here. So whenever I set the is falling to false, I can like create a timer for this lower duration. And then when this lower duration happens, it will set is rising to true. And then I don't need to have the code here. Maybe. Yeah, I think I want to do that. Get tree, create timer. I could create twins, like to move this. It's gonna be the next step, I guess. Okay, hold on. I already created a timer here somewhere. Oh, okay, this creates a timer there. I see. Lowered timer equals lowered timer equals null equals timer. And then I'll need to say lowered timer. Okay, I'll probably need to set the type so I get the autocomplete here. So I'll do timeout.connect, and then I'll need to pass the method on lowered timer finished. Yep. Func on lower timer finished. Gonna be void. And the only thing that this should do is calling is rising equals true. I will need to disconnect the timer. And I'm gonna set this to false. It gets cleaned. Oh, fuck. Okay, I think that this should work. So I think we can try to test it. We'll test this first, and then we will like modify the visuals a little bit. Okay, so I want to drag and drop a drop target into here. GG. Well, I guess I want to make it appear here or something. Something like this, okay, and it should drop by this amount, by this duration, and then it gets lowered for 5 seconds, and then it rises, blah 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 blah. Okay, GG, let's test it. Oh, hold on. I probably want to move this behind, so it's like simpler to check. Okay, so pop. Okay, nothing happened. Nothing happened. Okay, I think I want to call this like on ball entered, actually. Edit on ball. Okay, good job. Oops. No, on ball. On ball enter has the same name as the previously declared function. Ah. Nah, bruh. It's fine. Oh, because it's not unlocked. Sure, that's the reason. Okay, hold on. Okay, so now this gets added here. So okay, so this is gonna be drop target 1. I'm gonna say it's unlocked, and it gives me like 100 points. Okay, so it entered there, and it not sure if it's working. What? Oh, it's trying to go up. Okay, so it did went down. It did go down. 2, 3, 4, 5. But it didn't call the rise thing. Didn't call this one for some reason. Let's try again. And maybe it's getting stuck on the... Well, somewhere, obviously, but... So it's trying to fall, but it's not falling. Okay, I wonder if it's the drop target here. So it only collides with the ball. Okay. And it's kinematic. I mean, if it's kinematic, I should be able to move it in and out, no? Okay, what do I want to do here? Why is this not falling? Okay, so if I say, okay, fall 10 centimeters, and then you get lowered for 1 second only. Why doesn't this get called, bruh? Okay, there's something odd here. Okay, let's put a breakpoint there. Okay, so I hit the thing. Okay, drop distance is 0.1. Drop duration is 0.05. That's the delta. Oh, this should be like physics process to begin with. Physics process. Oops. Cannot call the parent because it hasn't been defined. Really? Okay. Okay, so okay, my rigid body position. Let's see which value it has currently. So my rigid body position is currently at 0, 0, 0. I'm gonna drop by a tiny little bit, which I'm not exactly sure how much it is. Hello? Why? Ah, float annealing operator. Okay, I'm confused. Okay, so maybe this is throwing an error or something. Rigid body dot position dot y. Drop distance, drop duration, current value is null. What do you mean? Oh. Okay, something weird happened there. Okay, hold on. Okay, so we try again. Okay, so it's not null anymore. So good job on that. And now the rigid body is a little bit negative. And we are waiting for it to lower there. So it's gonna get called like automatically. Hold on. Okay. Am I being dumb or what? I don't understand what's happening, bro. I mean, if his falling is never set to false, why wouldn't he ever, like, run? You know, so this thing is... Oh, it's not lowering. It's almost as if it was, like, getting reset or something. Okay, I see. Yeah. So currently it's minus 0.05. Current drop distance equals that. Okay, and then when we start this thing again on the next frame, it's saying that it's on 0. Why? Oh, maybe it doesn't let me move because of that. I mean, that would explain it. So maybe it's the axis lock thing that doesn't let me move. Current drop distance. Okay, so now this is working. I see. Okay, good job. So, okay, so it lowers and then it rises. Okay. GG. So it goes down and then it goes up. Okay, good job. We are still not getting the points though, for some reason. Although I drop target. Okay, there's absolutely something wrong with Godot right now. I mean, this should be showing the things there, like the parameters for the script, and it's not. Hello? Does Godot have like a quick reload button or anything? Reload, yes. Surely it fixed itself, yeah. Okay, I wonder why it didn't grant me any points though. Also another thing that I kind of want this to happen. So the ball hits it and then it like bounces back, but without actually bouncing. But I don't know why this is not. Maybe it's the auto initializer thing that it's resetting that to 0 or something. Okay, so the drop target. Current hit reward 100. Yeah, bruh. Why doesn't this work? Oh, I need to bind the emit signal. Obviously. On ball hit. No, hold on. What? Okay, hold on. I'm confused. Okay, so on the pop bumper, I have this thing that goes on rigid body, and then here I call emit ball hit. And emit ball hit calls ball hit dot emit this. Okay, but this ball hit, how is it? This is just emitting something, but how do I actually register this? Ball emit.connect? No. Help. Help. I don't know what I'm doing. I kind of feel I always forget this part right here. Okay, so this guy, needs to go on ball hit on the other one. Yeah, okay, so it's here that I need to call it on. Okay. We figured it out. Good job. Okay, 100. And then we go again, 100, and then we go again. It doesn't go. Yeah. 100. 100. Okay. Good job, everyone. We just implemented our awesome drop target. GG. I would say that now we only need to play a little bit with the aesthetics, just so it looks a little bit more like this like cube or box shape. So yeah, I mean, it actually only needs to be this guy here. Okay, so what is the collision shape? I mean, the collision shape doesn't matter that much, honestly. But it's whatever. Okay, so we're going for a box shape. Pointer one. Okay, so the pointer one needs to be there. Okay, can I make it thinner? Z. No. Like, I'm confused by these colors, you know. Oh, because this is rotated. Okay, so it's this one. Okay, cool. And then on the mesh instance, I'm gonna say that here it probably needs to be like twice the thing. Okay, here it's do this. Okay. I kind of feel like this needs to be a little bit thicker. Okay, do I have a pinball drop target dimensions? Metallica drop targets. Oh, these look cool. Okay, so they're like 1 inch. Okay, so one inch is like 2.5 centimeters, I guess, or 2.4. Yeah, 2.5. Okay, so this actually needs to be 2.5 like this. Okay. Okay, okay. This looks a little bit more like it. Okay, good job. Okay, in terms of lower duration, I mean, I'll probably make it like 10 or something. I mean, I like it. Pyong. Yeah, GG, I like it. Okay. Let me send a message here. Okay, messages have been messaged, so we can resume. Okay, I think that the last thing we need to do for this drop target is we need to create a placeholder scene for the shop, that is. Move duplicates to scenes shop. Copy. Okay, now on this one I get rid of the scripts. And I get rid of the signals. I just want the the visualization of it. And then we'll need like an entrance like this. So drop target 1. And this should work. Okay, I'm talking with a friend that I haven't spoke with for a long time. So let's see what happens. Okay, let's see if my friend joins the stream. Why not? I think he's unaware that I've been streaming, so why not? Okay, pretty cool. I'm liking how this feels. So I would say that to start this, I will set the drop target 1 to -1 here. Okay, so that now when I start the game, hopefully this automatically reset that drop target to 0. Grade level minus, yeah. So currently it's disabled, which is what I want to do, what I intend to do. And now if we play the game, normally we should be able to unlock it after a little while. Okay, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, fuck. Okay, I'll do this. Okay, so now we are... Oh, I didn't attach the shop scene asset. Whoops, my bad. Okay, so I need to go here on the drop target, and here I go with shop and then drop target in. Okay, surely this is gonna work now. Okay, so we have 11 points. And I think that now we can purchase the thing. How much should it cost? 10. Is it this one? Probably is. Okay, probably is that one. Okay, so if I exit the shop now and we try to hit it, yeah, it works. I mean, good job. Okay, now for real, the drop target is done. So good job. So let's commit this. Let's commit this. So drop target, drop target, drop target. Oh, Sleeper's active timer. Okay, I want to, before I do this, yeah, before I do this, I want to fix this thing here. Okay, so let's see how many times we've created, like create timer. And they're all art coded, which I don't like. So, and this is on the game script. So I feel like this should be like exposed here, you know? So let's see, export var. So shop flippers active duration. Okay, these are gonna say 1.5. And then we have the active store. I don't know if I want to call this store or shop. It's like weird. Okay, for 5 seconds. I mean, 3 seconds. Sure, 5. It's whatever. And then we'll have exit store duration. Okay, so this is line this. So this is gonna be store flippers duration. This is gonna be active store duration. And then this is gonna be exit store duration. Good job. Good job, good job, good job. Okay. And hopefully this should now like serialize properly. Okay, so if I do 1.5 here. Oh, it clears the thing. I see. Okay. Shiny ball. Okay, drop target. All right, GG. Another commit done. Okay, what's the next thing that I want to work on? I mean, there's only the rollover left. I don't know how rollovers work. A switch located on the underside of the playfield that is triggered when a ball rolls over it. Because it's just like a trigger. There can be slot switches, star rollovers, or even inductive switches that you cannot see from the top side. Okay. Let's see what a slot switch is. Okay, so a slot switch is just like something that when the ball goes there, like it weights the thing down. Yeah, it's like a little coin. Okay. But there's also a star rollover. Hold on, what's this? Oh, this is a button. No, I want this. It almost feels like some are directional and the other ones aren't. If those are rollovers, what are the star buttons the ball rolls over called? Star button rollovers. What is this? I don't understand what is the... how this is used in a flipper table. This feels like just a regular like bumper. Oh. Okay, so you put it like there, like that. And when the ball goes over this, it triggers. Because it's just a regular trigger. I see. And when the ball like hits that thing, it like clicks something underneath. Okay. Okay. Okay, so essentially we have two. So we have two types. I mean, they're technically the same type, you know. They're technically the same. This is just like a trigger that the ball goes through. And then it... the thing is that it does something else. And the only difference from the regular star rollovers to this rollover is that these ones are usually like in a lane, and they have like walls in either side. So these are like guided, while these are like free, like standing, like these. And usually they have like a light underneath and all. Okay. Does anyone watching know if like the ball moves weirdly when going above this, or does it, are these just so light that they don't have any impact? I'm kind of curious. Because if they have like a weird direction whenever the ball goes over them, then I'll probably make them physical instead of just a trigger. Okay, I kind of want to see a... I kind of want to like see a gameplay video, but I don't know how to. Okay, so these are like regular lane rollovers. Okay. Okay, little guy's just complaining that something is not working. Oh, he's like testing the individual things. Pretty cool. Foo Fighters. I mean, I don't want a repair guide. I want a test. Why start insert transparent red plastic housing? Okay, maybe it's time for me to kick off Visual Pinball. Just so I check if there's something similar here. Okay, sorry for the weird sounds. Oh, there's this guy here. Sorry. So there's this guy here that says space. Okay, so I think I will play a little bit and try to shoot the ball through there. And I will try to figure out if I'll try to figure out if the ball like bounces weirdly or not. It's enter and shifts. Okay. Oof, okay, the ball moved so quickly over there that it was very difficult. Okay, you can clearly see that I like suck at pinball. So why would I be working on a pinball game if I can barely play this? It's fine. I mean, it's actually very difficult to actually throw the ball there. And the ball always falls into the black hole. Yeah, I didn't want to do this. Okay, I got a Steam message for some reason. Okay, so the ball went through that like very quickly. And apparently it didn't affect at all its direction. So it's, yeah, so it's just like a regular trigger. Okay, good job. Good job. Okay, so the rollovers are just an actual trigger. Wow, stream. Yep. Hello, TS Just. Welcome. Welcome to Tuesday's stream. Today was a day off. I like pinballing. Yeah, you can pin my balls if you want. GG. How's it going? Today's a day off? No, yesterday was a day off. Yesterday there was no stream. Well, actually, I could make like a football themed pinball game where each table would be like a different opponent, and if you beat like 4 or 5 opponents, you win the Champions League or something. That's a cool idea. That's a cool idea. Okay, what do I want to do? Oh, yeah, rollovers. Okay, so how do I actually want to build this? Because there will be like rollovers which will have like this weird shape that won't actually do anything. And then there will be the star rollovers which will actually just like light up. Do I implement them differently? Maybe. So do I call them like star rollover and then lane rollover? Why not? Okay, let's do that. So they will only be like regular triggers. Okay, what is the most similar thing here I have? I mean, I don't know. Probably the stand up actually, and then I just turn the stand up into a trigger. Okay. Star rollover. Good job. Wow. Okay, how do I actually make this? Hold on. Star rollover. I mean, I don't know how to model this. I mean, I can literally just build the small circle. Okay, so this is not going to be a rigid body. It's going to be an area 3D. Good job. Area 3D. And this is not going to be a stand-up. It's going to be a star rollover. And I'll need to create my own script. Scenes, elements, scripts. Star rollover. Create. Good job. I mean, it's gonna be almost as this one. So here will be on ball entered. It's gonna emit a ball hit. Yeah. Pretty easy. Star rollover. Okay, now in terms of the collision shape. Do I need to rotate this? Probably. Oh, is the root the one that is rotated? The fuck? Is it this one? It is this one. Okay, and then in terms of the mesh is gonna be just a regular... Oh, maybe I can make it like a torus or something. You know, just to make it a little bit nicer, I guess. Looks like a butthole. Ay, ay, ay. Unexpected butthole. Yes. Okay. Do I need to play with the height of this? 0. Okay. Do we know the size of a star rollover dimension? It's a 3x3. So it's a 3 centimeter wide. So the radius is this. Good job. Outer radius. Wow. Look at this. Really nice. Really, really nice. Make it like 0.13 or something. Yeah. Okay, now I would need to make like a star or something. Ribbon point prism plane mesh array. I don't know how to make this. I mean, I just want something like that barely resembles something. Okay, I can do this, and now I can rotate on Y by 45 degrees. GG, we got a star. See, that's how programmers do it. That's how programmers do it. Freaking GG. Beautiful. Beautiful. Okay, so then I have this event which will be on body entered. I'm gonna call it on ball entered. Oh, okay, I'm messing something up. Hold on. Pop bumper. Elements. Stand up. Copy. Star rollover, paste. On ball entered, yes. Okay, I think it's this. Okay, so I have the star rollover done. Hopefully. In terms of the collision, it only collides with the ball, which is what we want. What more do we want to do? Okay, so the scene is saved. So I want to duplicate this into the shop. Copy. Now I want to open this one. I want to get rid of that script and disconnect that. Good job. Now I want to go to the actually I mean, I probably want to bind the shop scene asset here, right? And not on the other side. Yeah. Oh. Okay, now I'm kind of doubting myself. Hold on. close all of this. So I have the ball. I mean, these guys can take a default, so I guess I can pass the default to here. So that way I won't forget about it. I guess. Or nah. Nah. Let's not reinvent the wheel. It's whatever. We bind everything on the main level. Okay, and now we go back to game. Good job. And now I want to push in on a new element. Which is gonna be a star rollover. Oh, look at that. Freaking amazing. And then I need to attach the star rollover scene there. This is gonna be a star rollover 1. And we just need to say that it's unlocked and it gives us 500 points. And then we also need to on ball hit. Okay, good job. GG. And when the ball goes over, you get 500 points. Hell yeah! It's done. Professional pinball developer. Pyong, pyong, pyong. Okay. So let me commit this. Star rollover. Oh. Hold on. I still need to add an entry there. So star rollover 1. Whoops. Star rollover 1. And then here I'm gonna say star rollover 1. Okay, I'm kind of regretting using like this JSON format just because this saves the numbers as a float. So, meh. I kind of don't like that, but whatever. It's whatever. Okay, star rollover. Another thing done. Okay, so I would say that okay, so we have the star ones, but we also have the regular lane ones, which have like the little walls to the side. So I wonder if I want to do those. I actually wonder if I want to do those. Okay, what more do I need to do here? Star rollover 1. And it's not unlocked, and it's 0. Same thing for this drop target. It's not unlocked, and it's 0. I mean, instead of doing this as the little flipper things, what's it called, like these gates. Maybe I could make these be like drop targets, and I only enable and disable them. Oh, I would need to do it like manually or something. No, it's fine. Hello, Simonot. Welcome to the stream. How have you been? A long time no see, almost. So today we are working on the pinball prototype, and we are already added two new elements. So we added these. Hold on, let me move it. Oh, they're disabled. Hold on. Save game. So it's the stand up. Oh, this thing actually like sorts it as well. Ugh. It's fine. Okay, so we added two things. So we added these like the drop thing, you know, where after a little while it like rises. GG. And we also added these little like triggers thing when the ball rolls over on top, it doesn't modify like the ball direction at all, but it scores like 1 point. And the other one might not look like, but this is actually like a physical thing. So if I put it there, and if I throw the ball at it, you'll see that boom, like the ball hits it and it drops. It's like 10 seconds or something. What the hell is wrong with this? Oh, 10 seconds. Okay. So yeah, we added those things. And now I think I want to add these. So these are called star rollovers, which are just like a regular trigger that when the ball goes over them, it scores points. But then there's these ones, regular ones, called slot switches or slot rollovers or something, which have like a wall to each side. But they behave the same. Like whenever the ball goes through, something happens. So I wonder if I want to like create like just a simple shape with like one wall on each side. Probably. Okay, so I'm gonna duplicate these. I'm gonna call it like slot rollover. And the way that these are gonna work is that this will still have like the trigger inside. Only difference is that they will also have like walls to the left and to the right, essentially. So collision shape, I'm gonna say I want a box one. Good job. Okay, I'll need to like properly adjust this, but let's see. I mean, these are all like extremely temporary, but it's whatever. Transform, yes. I mean, this will depend a lot on how thick the ball is. Okay, mesh instance. And the mesh will have the same size as this. 108, 018. Yep. Something like this, and then on the this guy here, minus this. Okay, good job. Yeah, so something like this, essentially. I mean, they should be rounded, just so the ball doesn't get stuck in there. Am I modifying the wrong one? I am. I'm modifying the star rollover. Fuck. Copy. Slot rollover. Delete root. Paste. Okay, good job. Okay, now if I go on the star rollover, I go back. Reload from disk. Okay, so now this looks good. Okay, so let me add a slot rollover there. Okay, I can already tell that these feel like very tall. Slot rollover. Slot rollover. I mean, the collision height is whatever. It should be like 0.05 or something. Okay, let's see how this looks now. Oh, they're still like inside. Okay, let me see how this plays. Well, these are way too large. Okay, let me send a message to my beautiful, incredible wife. GG. Okay, so these are not physical for some reason. Which is weird. Oh, probably because they don't collide with the ball. Yeah, so these are like walls. I don't know. Okay, they just collide with the ball now. Okay. It's almost these, but they are like very, very far apart from one another. So we'll need to slightly tweak those. Hello, American. Good morning. How's it going? How's it going? Oops, not this. Actually this. Hold on. Let's put here on transform. How are you? Welcome to the stream. Oh, so this is on the Z position. Yeah, this is like rotated. It should be like this. No, it should be like this actually. Okay, do I want to rotate this by 90 degrees? I think I want. Yeah. I mean, this won't solve it because it's just a parent thing. Okay. Okay, let's do this properly then. So this is gonna be the Z one. Okay, so these switch places. Okay, so these switch places. Okay, a tiny little bit better. Minus is that direction, so it's like this. Mesh is a child of the collision, not the parent itself. Or it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It's just so that if I move the collision, the mesh goes with the collision, you know. But the only thing that matters here is that collision needs to be a child of the rigid body. So yeah, rigid body and collision needs to be this way. So I can have the mesh and the collision inside the mesh, for instance. It wouldn't work. So yeah. Yeah, Godot has like some weird limitations like that. But oh well. Okay, can the ball go through this? No. I mean, honestly, these are like way too thick. I mean, one. Probably one. The mesh as well. I could like move the mesh to be like a sibling of collision. Like this. You know? But then if I move the collision, now the mesh like stays behind. So yeah. This is like the simplest way to like move things around. cat is meowing. Bruh. You need to chill. I have it like that, but I only have one child on the parent. So I can just move the parent in my case. You only have one child in the parent. Well, then that's because you only have one collider, you know? Yeah, that's probably because you only have one collider. I have two colliders on the same rigid body. So, yeah, the cat is very hot. It's incredibly hot here in Portugal. $28C. And for tomorrow, it's gonna be 38. Yeah. Yeah, I think they are expecting like yellow warning for extremely high temperature starting somewhere. Yeah, it's gonna be like hot as fuck, bro. Yeah, I don't know. It's gonna be hot as fuck. But I mean, GG. Oh, so it's actually only going. No, okay. This is like 33 at 4 p.m. And tomorrow is 32. Oh, okay. So it's not as bad as they suggested like 3 days ago. Cool. Okay, so it's only 33, 34. Congrats on the happy marriage and needy cat. You're winning emo. Thank you. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, the cat is indeed very needy, but it's so hot in here that I know he's suffering, but there's really nothing I can do for him. Do you guys continue as normal in that heat, or you just shut down the whole country? Bro, we are used to this. We just keep going. I mean, you essentially just need to drink more water. Like, there's all there is to it. You don't need to be a pussy about it. Okay, I think I like this. I don't know. Are these like thin enough? Camera. I mean, these look like very thick compared to the ball. The ball looks crazy. No, these are way too thick. Okay, what about this? Oops. Input. Camera 3D. Go. Pyong. Okay. Feels like a little bit more cozy. But I think I like this. What I noticed is that I had to scale things by 100 to get physics working. Are all engines like that? Do you mean this 100 scale here? Yeah, I also need to do a... Yeah, I think it's because it's like millimeter in size, like the engine just doesn't like that. I don't know. Maybe they're using floats instead of doubles or something. So I'm only like scaling the parent by 100. So when modeling, these things are like in centimeters, but then I scale the parent by 100, so instead of 2 centimeters, they are now like 2 meters in size. So I would suggest the same thing, like just scale the parent. Yeah. Because if you go here, like the slot rollover is like 1 centimeter by 5 centimeters by 10 centimeters. Okay, I think I need to make this guy a little bit shorter. Okay, maybe now it's way too short. Maybe 6. Yeah, but it's weird because then one weird thing that happens is that this guy is like 100 times the scale, so things are in meters, and then I need to like increase the speed here so I can actually like move around and stuff. But if I then go to the slot rollover and I like start moving quickly, like way too quick, so now here I need to scroll down on the speed. But then if I go to this guy, now it's like incredibly slow. So it's, yeah, it's very annoying. All of this stuff is very annoying. Oh, why is this not rotated? The hell? Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is a bug as well. Like, so for example, if you go here, so the parent is like slanted at 6.5 degrees, and I have this star rollover which has rotation 0, but it obviously like tilts properly, you know. But then this guy here also has a rotation of 0, but it's not like tilting. But if I reload this entire shit, I'm pretty sure it's gonna like fix itself. Oh, apparently it didn't. What the fuck? Like, I don't know what's wrong here. Why is this like this? Like, none of this is rotated. You know, like, this is not rotated. So why doesn't this work here? It's like some weird, like, shitty artifact. So if I delete this and then I add it again, then GG, it worked. No, like, it's just dumb Godot nonsense. Yeah. Yeah, Godot has tons of like issues, bro. Unfortunately. Unfortunately. Okay, so I think this, I want this area to be... Hold on. Oof. Oh, did I just move the mesh? Fuck. No, I need to move the collider as well. Okay, so in terms of height, it's this. Now this is like way too tall. So now I actually need to lower this. hold on. It's this, so now the height is 0.25. Okay. Okay, looks a little bit better. Maybe it depends where you dragged it. Bro, I don't care where I dragged it. If this thing says that the rotation is 0, 0, 0, and if this thing is parented to the incliner, which is rotated by 6.5 degrees, this thing needs to rotate by 6.5 degrees. And I dragged it, and for some reason it didn't work, and then when I added it again, it worked. But I mean, the more I do stuff on Godot, the less confident. Is it confident, the word? No. Yeah. The least I trust it, essentially. They have like tons and tons of like these like little annoyances, you know. And then it's like, oh sure, but it's open source and you can fix it. And I'm like, bro, I replicated it once, and I don't want to spend time trying to replicate it. I'm trying to make a game. I'm not trying to fix the engine, you know. But again, it's the shitty part about open source software, which is you need to wait for someone to actually be willing to fix things. Oh well. Oh well. Okay. I think this works. Okay, so slot rollover. Okay, so I need to center this as well. Okay, pretty cool. Then this is just the mesh. Well, honestly, I kind of just want to like make something weird. I'm not too worried about it. I mean, yeah, I think I just want the ring actually. Something like this. Okay, but now it's floating. Slot rollover. Yeah, something like this. Yeah, chong chong. Okay, pretty cool. Pretty cool. Okay, so slot rollover. I need to duplicate it into the shop. Copy. I need to get rid. Oh, I got rid of the area. I wonder if I. Do I create a new script called rollover? Yeah, maybe I'm just gonna create a script called rollover. Because I mean, this would be both. This should support both. And okay, so this has an on body entered here. So it's going to be on ball entered. Then this rigid body is wall. Is it like deactivated? Yes, it's static. Good job. And then I have this area 3D here, which only it's with the ball as well. I mean, I think we have everything we need here. Oh, and now I need to go on the shop scene and just clear this script. Yes. Okay, and now on this slot rollover, I put this, and then on ID slot rollover 1, I will need to start like creating groups for this. I'll need to implement groups. It's going to be a slot rollover 1. Okay. Okay, so this is the slot rollover. Okay, and I can purchase an upgrade and exit. And now, hopefully, I can throw like the ball inside. Oh, it didn't work. Why? Oh, because I forgot to plug it in here. Signals. Let's roll over. On ball hit. Yes. Okay, but that should work, right? Because I already saved the data. Okay. Good job. On the star rollover, I want to do this slot rollover, slot rollover, slot rollover. Okay. I mean, I should probably create a repo because I'm just pushing this locally. And I'm kind of scared of the possibility of messing that up. Like if I delete that folder, then it's like GG. GitHub. Do hello world, brother. Best thing to do. Hello, welcome to the stream. HZOR. Well, your username kinda spells similar to mine. Olá, Pedro. Hello. I wonder you are Henrique, hopefully. How's it going? my guy. New. Oh, it's not this one. I'm on the wrong account. Whoops. Password. Oh. Okay, hold on. Trying not to leak stuff here. My brother from another mother. Yeah, no. Hold on, let me just write this password because, yeah. Bro, why don't you select the password? GG. Okay. We are in. Okay, thank you for the follow. How's it going, my guy? So I have plenty of news. Well, not plenty of news, but the reason why I'm streaming is because I'm unemployed. Spoiler alert. Yeah, so the startup, the gaming, oh lovely, 100% lovely. The gaming startup that I worked for went into bankruptcy at the end of February. So yeah, I've been streaming since March. So this is like I've been streaming for 2.5 months, pretty much every day. So yeah, I know you work from home, so now you can keep me company as well. And the readme, well, I don't need any of this crap. Do they have like a git ignore for a Godot? Or maybe I can add it later. GG, thank you for the sub. Hell yeah, free money. Thank you. I mean, we are pretty much almost reaching 150 followers as well, which is pretty legit. Pretty legit. But yeah, this is my life now. I've been streaming twice a day, so I stream like 3 hours in the morning and then 3 hours in the afternoon. And yeah, I've been working on different games essentially. I have 2 projects that I'm being paid to work on. So one game in Unreal Engine and one game in Unity. And then this pinball prototype is just something that I started. Now you owe me a lunch. Okay, let's do that. Although now we live very far away from one another, which is a little bit sad. Oh, no, I don't want this public. Fuck this crap. Hold on. No. No public. Change visibility. Private, yes. Fuck you all. I'm not giving you my code. Okay. So now I should be able to add the remote. No, bro, it's this. Yes. Main. Okay, now I should be able to push. Okay, it's uploading. Still uploading. Damn, this HDR file is freaking huge. I mean, it does look pretty. It's like this thing right here. Okay, let me just confirm now here. Okay, GG. Oh fuck, it's using the other account. For fuck's sake. Okay, I'll need to fix this. Yeah, one of the things that annoy me the most with Fork, which is the Git GUI that I use, is that it's fairly difficult to like set who's the committer for the project. So yeah, I'll need to change all of this crap just so it says Dude Zord. I don't want to like show my name that many times. So now you're a full-time streamer, huh? Fancy. Yeah, pretty much. For the first month, I would be streaming game development in the mornings, and then on the afternoons I would play Red Dead Redemption, and I finished the entire game on stream. But I figured that people don't actually... Well, the thing is, when you play games on Twitch, like the discoverability is like crap, you know, because there's one category for each separate game. So I thought, nah, let's keep it on a programming stuff, because there's only one category for coders essentially. So it's like way easier to have people around. Then we have like 14, 15 viewers. Everyone, if you are watching the channel and you don't follow the channel yet, I would appreciate a follow. It's as simple as that. I'm trying to reach, well, I was trying to reach 200 followers by the end of May. That's going to be impossible, but we are only one away from 150. So whoever gets to follow next, it's the 150th follower for the channel, which is pretty legit. So yeah, or don't follow and just lurk. It's still fine. I still appreciate the company. Do you know the good part of being a low-code developer? I don't deal with GitHub shit. Oh right, because you are doing like mostly visual stuff. What do you use? Do you use like OutSystems, or what are you guys using nowadays? I mean, you don't use GitHub stuff, but there's probably like still some repository where it syncs the thing. Thank you for the follow, Pulse999 Slurt. That's one of the username for the ages. Thank you. 150 GG. So we have until the end of the week to find the other 50. Good job. Okay, let me just quickly update the goal now. Hold on. Thank you. Welcome to the stream. My name is Dude Zord, and I stream game dev, and I have 3 projects that I work on, and I essentially at the start of each day I randomly pick one to work. And yeah, today I'm working on this pinball prototype, which I'm trying to essentially build a prototype, and then I will give access to all of you guys if you are interested in playing the game. You guys will give me feedback, and then I will decide if I turn this into a full game or not. The difference from this pinball game to every other game that exists about pinball is that I want to make it half incremental, half roguelite. Meaning that at the start you will have like this entire table. It's not gonna be this table, okay? This is just placeholder stuff. But you have the table, like a proper table with all of the elements. But the elements will be like broken, like they won't work. Like the ball won't bump out of them. You won't get any points from them. But you at the start you only get points from like the flippers. So like from this part here, you know. Okay, let me do like a proper playthrough actually. -1, -1, -1, -1, and -1. Hold on. Okay, let's do a proper playthrough. So you'll see that at the start, like nothing works, nothing scores, with the exception of the flippers. So flippers 1 point. You see, 2 points. So the stuff rolls, like the ball gets stuck. It shouldn't, but it's whatever. But only the flippers like give you points, you know. So I hit the ball a bunch of times here. It's fine. 7, 8, like nothing happens. Okay, I dropped one ball, it's fine. 9, 10. Okay, and now I have the ability of throwing the ball here on the left side, which is like the shop, you know. So GG. Okay, so the ball now is inside the shop. And I have 12 points, and I can start like purchasing stuff essentially. So I will, for example, purchase the, I think it's this one. This is the spinner, which is that one. So I purchased it. So now I only have 2 points. I cannot purchase anything else, and replay the game. And you will now see, hopefully, that when the ball hits the spinner, like the spinner spins and it gives us points. See, and it's giving us points like way faster than before, which is pretty cool. So I will just like throw the ball again to the store or to the shop, I don't know. And now we can start like purchasing more stuff. So for example, I want to purchase this pop bumper and this one. I don't know which one they are, like some feedback is missing obviously. But hopefully now when the ball hits those, like it gets bumped, you know. And you get more points and points faster and all of that stuff. And essentially what you need to do is you need to score points, you need to purchase parts, you need to play the game. And yeah, essentially you'll start earning points faster and faster. You'll be able to unlock more and more parts faster and faster. And there will be a point in time where your entire table will be unlocked. And when the entire table is unlocked, then what you need to do is you need to actually properly play the table. Okay, I messed that thing up. I don't know what's wrong there. But essentially, you'll need to play the table and beat like the several mini missions that the table has to offer. And when you do that, then you transition to the second table. And on the second table, the layout will be different. We'll have different elements, different types of upgrades, but you do the same thing. The cool thing about this is that if for some reason you die, so ball 999, so I'm gonna stop the game now. And if I play the game again, everything is still disabled. So you have 0 points because when you lose on pinball, you always start with 0. But everything is working. I mean, everything that you unlocked previously is working. So yeah, you'll continue to play. In this case, because the table by now will be like completely unlocked, you should be able to progress way faster into transitioning to table number 2. But yeah, that's essentially the plan. So you fix the table as you go, essentially. And by fixing the table, you get more upgrades, more points, different missions. And when you have all of the upgrades and all of the missions beaten, you go to the next table. And if you lose on table number 2, then you start from table number 1, but with everything unlocked, obviously. But yeah. And what I kind of want to do is the first table will be like fairly irregular pinball table. So like nothing really special. People should be able to look at this table and know, okay, this is like regular pinball, it's fun. But what I would like to do as well is each subsequent table should be way more deranged from the previous one. So I think that there will be a point in time where I will be like creating my own elements, like something that would be probably impossible on physical pinball tables, you know, and I will try to create those to make like the game more interesting and stuff. And then we'll have like tons of particle effects, like every time you get a point, like you see like particles flying and stuff. So yeah, that's the plan, like bunch of stuff. Now I mainly do automations in Power Automate. That's Microsoft's, right? Power Apps or Power Pages, Microsoft tools, yeah. I used to work with OutSystems, but not now. Maybe later this year I will drag and drop again in OutSystems, we'll see. Very good, very good. Yeah, currently I'm unemployed. I'm applying to game dev jobs only because I mean that's what I like to do, you know. But I know that in Portugal it's like pretty much impossible. So I've been applying to remote foreign jobs. I've sent more than 40 job applications. I had 0 interviews, and most of them they don't even like reply to the email. I have like 10% of them have been, well, not 10%, but so I've sent like 40 of them. I've had like 10 refusals or 10 rejections even, but the other 30 are, I don't know, but probably they already discarded me, but they didn't give any feedback. So yeah, now I am a subsidio dependent, which is fine. You are between jobs. Yeah. Exactly. I'm between jobs. I mean, I'm having fun. It would be way worse if I was like at home, like being incredibly depressed, not doing like shit, you know. But no, I mean, I'm having fun. I'm enjoying streaming a lot. I'm enjoying meeting new people. I've been making some cash out of Twitch. I mean, not that much, but I think that in total, including your Prime sub, I think I have like 60 euros or something that I've made. I mean, it's not terrible, but yeah. And then the other 2 games also pay a little bit, so. And then I'm also getting unemployment benefits, obviously. Subsídio de desemprego. So it's fine. It's a manageable situation, meaning that I can stay here for at least the entire duration of the unemployment benefits, which is like 16 months. So we'll see. I have a team inside my company that does some kind of gamification. The manager is a friend of mine, but the salary I don't think it's that great, but I can ask. I mean, to be completely honest with you, just to you, not to your manager friend, obviously. But we have a lot of money saved. So as long as the salary pays for the house rent and like groceries and stuff, it's like okay. And that would be a very very low salary. That would be like less than I was paid on my first job like 10 years ago. So yeah, I think that for now, I mean, obviously I would like to work for like an American startup and making like 100K a year, which was what I was making previously. Um, but yeah, I would say that even, I don't know, like 30K nowadays would be okay. Yeah, 30K divided by 14 months, that's like 2,000 euros. I mean, it's not awesome, but I mean, I can complain. I can complain. 2,000 would be good. But I mean, I'm getting 1,300 from Subsídio de Desemprego. and then I'm getting the Twitch money and then the paid gigs from the other two games. So all in all, it kind of goes to 2,000 currently as well. So it's fine. But yeah, I mean, this is the game, and I already have the upgrade tables made, so you have like the costs and how much each upgrade will give you in terms of points. I have the save game here. Everything is like adjustable. Yeah, pretty cool. I mean, I wonder what type of gamification you do there. I mean, you are not working for, I don't know which company. Are you back at Fujitsu? No. Sorry, I don't want to say. Yeah, don't reply here. Okay, sorry. No, I don't want to leak like your stuff. Okay, Fujitsu. Okay, I wonder what type of gamification stuff you do. Okay, so today we added the drop targets, which is this one. We added the star rollover. We added the slot rollover. I mean, I think we have pretty much. Oh, it's not the Game Boy. I think we have pretty much everything we need to start like building a proper table. They created a couple of online escape rooms. That would be hell of fun. I would like to do that. I'm a sucker for like programming challenges and stuff. So I would be able to cook like something incredibly difficult. But yeah, currently I'm applying to game dev stuff, but unfortunately all of the money is going towards AI. Even foreign remote jobs, they kind of prefer people from the same country as they are in. So I don't know. I don't know if I'll ever be hired again on a game dev stuff. Virtual onboarding stuff. I see. That's a little bit more boring. Not that I currently work on 3D games. Okay. I mean, depending on the games, uh, we could talk. Yeah. They brought the meta glasses. Yeah. I mean, if we would allow me to work remotely, like 100 or 99% remotely, I would be down to talk. I mean, but if we have the meta glasses, someone needs to have them in person, and I don't think they will have one for each team member. But yeah, I mean, I can do anything. I know how to work with all of the engines, so. Oh, let me give you a showcase, because then you'll be able to talk with your manager friend and say like, yeah, this is like the best guy you could ever hire. Okay, let's start with project number 1. Have you ever had a Game Boy? Like this guy, the thick one? Did you? Okay. What's your favorite Game Boy game? Pokemon. Okay, that's gonna be easy then. Okay, so essentially, I'm pretty sure you are aware of what emulators are. I built my own. I coded everything from scratch. This is my emulator. Yeah. And it plays Pokemon. Yeah. Audio and all. Audio was like very, very tough. And it even has like support for save games, you know. I mean, I'm right at the start. But see, like, it works. You can like talk with people and all. So yeah, I built this all by myself. And I mean, it plays every Game Boy game that you throw at it. And I built this with Rust. And this was like the first project that I worked on here on stream. It took me like 1.5 months working like 2 days a week or something on it. I mean, I think I have the counter here. Yeah, so it took me 23 days, and not full days, by the way. It's more like 15 full days, maybe. So not that much time, you know? And it reads any... It works with any game. Has support for audio, it's support for all types of rendering and all. So GG. So this was the first project. And then I have the second project, which is one of the ones that I'm being paid to work on. Okay, this is gonna take a little while to boot up because it's a fairly giant project. Hold on. I can promise you that it's loading. Okay. Okay, now it's building something. Okay, we need to wait a little bit. So, how's life going? Are you enjoying living up in the north? You've been there for 1 year, right? Yeah, I think it's around 1 year already. Yeah, 1 year. Yeah, I need to go and visit there, you know. We are probably going. We are probably going to Bragança in August, so I can like drive through there and say hi. Assuming you are home, pass by. Yeah. It's calm, the girls love it. Yeah, I learned that you had a new baby. Congrats. How's it going? Is she quiet as well? I don't want to say like names and all, but he's the oldest one enjoying being a older sister. Must be fun being like a 3-year-old baby, but being like an older Caesar as well. Yeah, must be very cute. But yeah, we'll probably pass by on August, like the first 2 weeks. Okay, so this is the second game. Let me just quickly put this here working game mode. Hold on. Bot counts 10. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna play this game now. Okay, so this game is called Stand Alone, and is based on the Warcraft 3 mod, where you essentially play like Risk, the board game, but in real time, essentially. You know, that's essentially the game. And I mean, it's a RTS. How's your wife? Yeah, wife is great. She's working at a company that makes stuff for war games, like tabletop war games. She's like in the selling department, and it's very close to our house. So it's only like 15 minutes away. Yeah, it's pretty cool. And now I have like a bunch of friends from her job. Like, they're not my friends, they are her colleagues. But every once in a while we play like Pathfinder, and we go out to drinks and stuff. Yeah, that's pretty cool. But I mean, this is the game. So you essentially you need to control more and more bunkers. So assuming you are like the red team, you know, like each bunker can spawn new units, and then you throw units at enemy bunkers, and you need to conquer essentially 50% of the total bunkers. And yeah. So you can see here, for example, like the blue team is like pushing south, and you can see like the green team here going into France, you know, like annihilating all the different bunkers. I mean, it's essentially an easier game than StarCraft or Warcraft. But it plays similar, but it's supposed to be like easier to play. And we have a Steam page, by the way, so you can wishlist the game now. And we also have applied to an Epic Games Mega Grant, which we are waiting for a reply on. And hopefully, if they give us the grant, then I'll probably start working on this full time as well. Currently, I only work on these 20 hours a month. But yeah, this is like the second game. And this one is in Unreal. You know. So pretty cool stuff. Off they go. There goes Italy. I was trying to see if they would like battle one each other, but I think there's like a speed thing, but I don't know where. But yeah, this essentially started as a Warcraft 3 mod, or a Warcraft 3 map. But that thing is 20 years old. So we thought, nah, we need to bring it to the modern time. So we started working on this Unreal Engine 5 port. So we've been developing this for around 2 years now. And I mean, it's looking great, and it plays great as well. I suck at it a lot, but it's fun. It's really, really fun. Yeah, so this is the second game. And then I have a third game. Which is a digital version of a board game that a friend created, and then he asked me for help into turning it into a digital. Sorry, the friend created a physical version of this board game, and then he asked me to create a digital version of it so people can play like through Steam and all. So that's what I'm doing in Unity. So I have 3 different games going on 3 different engines, and then I also built the emulator in a 4th different language, Rust. You know, so yeah, I'm crazy like that. Yeah, so this is the game essentially. It's like a board game where you roll the dice, it tells you how many tiles you can place, and you try to build paths to these numbered cells here. And if you control the cells after every player played once, you get the score added depending on the number that they have. And this already works in single player. And this week I will start. Well, I already started last week, but I only worked for a couple of hours. But now I need to turn this into a proper multiplayer over the network game. Yeah, so this is just the regular tile placement part. I don't know if this even works in single player. Yeah, I need to figure this out because I don't think that this now works from this menu directly, but it's whatever. But this is the scene where you just like place tiles and all, and it keeps track of your score. And then I have a secondary scene, which is this one, where I implemented the like dice throwing mechanics, you know, like you can throw the dice and they roll, and it already tells you like which value rolled as well. And this is used to essentially battle against other players. And I have a support for D4s, which are these like pyramid looking dice. And then I also have support for these D6s, but in reality they are a D3, so they only give you 1, 2, or 3. So yeah, another project. So I have plenty of stuff to work on. But yeah, today it's pinball day, and tomorrow I will probably do another thing. Oh, I don't have friends here. Yeah. Yeah, when I moved here I also didn't know anyone. But I mean, I've been working remotely for more than 6 years already, so I'm kinda used to it. I have a bunch of online friends, not IRL. But I mean, it's fine. It's fine, but yeah. Hopefully now since the wife founded the new job, we have a bigger like social life and all, which is nice. Okay, what do I need to do here now? I mean, all of this stuff should be working, you know. So we have a slot, star, drop, stand-up spinner. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if I'm missing. Well, I'm missing the scoops. I'm missing the scoops. The scoops are just like tunnels. similar to a saucer. What the hell is a saucer in pinball? Scoop saucer, a hole that catches the ball. I need to go on lunch. Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, I'm gonna go on lunch in 1 hour, but then I will be back. Okay, see you later. Thank you. Okay, so do I want to make a scoop? The thing with the scoop is that I will need to drill a hole into the table, which means that I can't have the table be like this, you know. Ay ay ay. Ball enters from the top of the playfield to under the playfield. At that point, it may enter subway. Okay, drop target. When hit by the ball, it drops down into the playfield, so it cannot be hit again, usually exposing other targets and ball paths behind. They come in singles, banks of multiples, and can sometimes be computer controlled but to drop without player interaction. Then we have the stand-ups, which are just a regular hit things. Switches that sit above the playfield and are activated by the ball. Pop bumper, device that detects a ball nearby with the plastic ring on the bottom that fires a coil and drops a ring to propel the ball in the opposite direction. Inserts, clear or colored plastic discs or other shapes that have lights. Yeah, so these are just like status lights essentially. And then the slingshot, which is this mechanism comprising of one or two stand-up switches. Oh. Without the plastic shields, and the kicker mechanism. Kicks out in a single direction. Okay. Then the flipper and the trowel. I mean, I kind of want to have a scoop. The issue with the scoop is that, yeah, I would need to have like a hole here. But either I can make like an OR or XOR operation or something, but I don't think that will be possible. So in order for me to have the holes, I would need to I don't know. I mean, maybe we can cook up something. Or maybe I can have like a little ramp to that or something. Because, I mean, I'd rather implement all of the elements now, and then it's just a matter of like moving them around or something. Yeah. Okay, I think I will try to implement the scoop. The thing with the scoop is that either it will shoot the ball back at you from the same hole, or it's gonna like get the ball and then like move the ball elsewhere. But I mean, in order to move the ball elsewhere, it would have like a lane beneath. The issue is, do I want to make it realistic, where I actually have to have a lane that drives the ball, or do I just like teleport the ball to another guy? Because I kind of imagine like these scoops would be like the entrance to the store, you know. So I would have like a store scoop instead of having like these inch gates things. I don't know. Are there more elements that I might be like missing? Is there a list of things? Okay, so there's the cabinet. The cabinet is like the entire thing. Then there's the playfield, which is this. Then there's the back glass. Which is this entire thing. Black box. The vertical box atop the cabinet, opposing the player's opposition. Okay, so this is like the back box, and then it has the back glass. I see. Okay, and then there's the plunger, which is the shooter. Then we have the flippers. Yeah, we'll need for sure to improve like the flippers like aiming situation. But I'll probably need to have like some like debugging information on it or something. Okay. I mean, then we have like the regular pop bumpers, which is just this. Then we have the kickers and slingshots. Okay. What is the difference? So upper left and upper right. Every recent pinball machine includes single shots to the upper left and upper right of the lowest set of flippers. Okay, then we have different types of targets. So we have stationary targets. Oh, aren't those these guys here? Like a stand-up? Yeah, stand-up targets. Okay, gotcha. Okay, then we have bullseye targets. Static targets that have two concentric elements, similar to a stationary target. Hitting the outer ring usually scores lower than hitting the center of bullseye. They are found chiefly in older electromechanical games. Okay, I kind of want to see what a bullseye target is in pinball. I mean, it feels like it's easier to kind of implement. Oh, okay, so it's probably like this. So they have two different collision areas, I would say. And depending if you hit them like right in the center, it scars something. No, I mean these are also that. Old school. I kind of want to see what they looked like, because these look like the regular stand-up targets, you know. They are just painted differently. Maybe they don't use it anymore. Okay, then we have the drop targets, which is these ones that we implemented. Kicking target. Okay, so they are like a stand-up target, but they also bounce back. They have like a spring. I mean, I don't know if I want this. Vary target. These targets award different points depending on how hard target was hit. Resetting immediately or resetting only after it is hit all the way back. Large sum of points is usually awarded when the target is hit back all the way with one strike of the ball. I mean, this looks fun. Oh, so it's something like this. You push it multiple times. I like this. I like this. I don't know how I would code it, but I like it, you know. I don't know how I would code it, but I like it. Okay, I think I had like a to-do file here. Missing elements. Vary targets. Okay, I like the vary targets idea. Holes and saucers. Holes. The player directs the ball into the hole. In modern games, there are both vertical and horizontal holes, also called scoops, and the game may include mechanisms to move the ball between them. A gobble hole is sometimes included in some older games, which does not return the ball, but gives a larger bonus or a game feature, which may be the ball itself. Saucers. A shallow hole with a kicker inside. The ball remains visible on the playfield and is kicked out straight up, usually into a duct or rail chute, or sideways back onto the playfield. Ay ay ay. I don't know what a saucer is. They don't show me. Oh, maybe this? Ah, where it like it gets stuck there and then it like gets shot. Oh, it's probably the same thing as the what's it called? The dark I don't recall the name. Dark hole? It's probably that. Yeah, I see. Yeah, it's this thing here. So the ball gets stuck inside, you get points, and then ball gets ejected. But again, this requires me like creating an indent onto the table, which is difficult to do. Insert coin. I don't even know where the mouse is, bro. Here. Okay. So what am I missing from this guy here? Let's see. So these are regular stand-up targets. These are like pop bumper. They have like lights. This is a what's this one called? Now your table is in the simple flat plane with the stuff on top. Well, I still haven't started creating like a proper table design. I will at some point. But yeah, so we already have these stars here. We have the drop bumpers. We have these ones as well. We don't have these holes. We have the spinner. Okay, so we are missing the holes. We are missing these. So this is a saucer, and this is a something else. I don't recall the name. Like the names are difficult here. I can't even turn this. If I could make this a windowed, that would be like way better, but whatever. Where is the... Yeah, I can't. Okay, so I'm missing the holes. This hole, this hole. I have these. I have these. I have these. Well, they have these things here as well, which are like, they're like this kickback stuff, which are like a one-shot. Ball goes there and then and then I'm missing like all of the random lights. Okay. Bro, can you like close? Thank you. Yeah, I need to have the holes as well. Okay, so currently it looks like this. I mean, this is not supposed to be a playable table, you know. This is just like one of each, essentially. So today I added this guy, which is the drop target. So when the ball hits it, it goes like wah, and then it wah, appears again. I also added this star rollover, which is just when the ball goes over it, it gives points. And then I also added this slot rollover, which is the same principle, but this one has like walls to each side. Stay on page. Okay, so I'll need to have the holes and saucers, apparently. Very targets, holes, saucers. Um, okay, I have the spinners, I have the rollovers. I don't know if these rollovers are like unidirectional or not. Search lanes, place, blah blah blah, in lanes, blah blah, out lanes. On many machines, out lanes can have extra balls or specials lit to play the same role. Okay, whirlwind spinners, what is this? Might feel fun. Whirlwind spinner pinball. Oh. This is really cool. Like this is probably rotating like on the table. With some weird like angular velocity, and then it moves like the ball weirdly. Okay, bro, can you play the game? Yeah, bro, can you play the game? Ball 1. Oh, okay, so it does something that triggers that, but it doesn't actually appear to have like any effect on the ball. These don't do anything. They are more visual, if anything. Don't you agree? Because I think the ball moves so fast over them, and the ball is essentially almost frictionless, that that thing doesn't do anything at all. It does look cool though. Yeah, I don't see how any of these can have like any impact whatsoever. I mean, here it kinda did something. So when like this ball here falls, it falls on top of it, so it kinda like rolls a little bit. But for balls that are being played, it doesn't do anything. So only this one would have any effect from the rail. It kind of had like a little bit of an effect right there. It was just because the ball like stopped. I don't know. I mean, these look fun. Maybe if I could increase like the friction on this, so they would grab onto the ball a little bit more. Maybe. Okay, what are they called? Whirlwind spinners. Okay. Okay, and then we have the switches. A switch is an area that is blocked off after the ball passes through it once. An example of this is the initial firing lane. As the ball passes through the firing lane, it hits a switch and cannot re-enter that chute. I mean, this is kind of like a one-sided gate, you know, like the ball can go that direction but cannot go that direction. We'll allow balls come through one way, but we'll block the ball going the other way. Ah, no, I know. Yeah. Yeah, because the gates do like literally like rotate up. But the switches are just a little like indent. How do these work? End of stroke switch leaf. Okay, I kind of want to figure out how these work. Turn your Nintendo Switch into a virtual pinball machine. Okay, I think I need to remove Nintendo from the search. Yeah, so the switches are these. So they are not really a gate. No, these are a gate. Oh, pinball bumper works. Oh. Pyong. Cool. I mean, I would say that this switch is pretty much the same as a regular gate. I don't know. Stopper, also called a magic post. Small pole, most often found centered between and just below the low sets of flippers. Also rarely next to outlanes. When activated, the pole ascends from inside the machine, blocking the area between the flippers for a limited time, making it more difficult to drain and lose the ball. After time expires, it returns to its resting place just below the playfield. Okay, so it's like a little pole that you'd put here, meaning that the ball would hit it and like bounce up. Can we see like one anywhere? What's it called? A stopper. I mean, the weird thing about pinball is that you Google stuff and Google cannot... Oh, this one is like reverted. Damn. This one is pretty cool. Stopper pole. No, this is just the shooter. Ooh, a racing one. Pole position. I mean, the stopper one makes sense. Like, if I want to make it impossible for the ball to exit for a little while. Okay, so we still have like a bunch of elements that we need to work on. Okay, and then we have the ramps. The issue with the ramps is that they need to be modeled elsewhere. Toys, magnets, captive balls. Instead of using a drop hole to hold the ball, and our claw might reach out and grab the ball and capture it that way. Yeah, the electromagnets are also fun. But I would say that these electromagnets would probably be similar to the whirlwind spinners. Although the electromagnets will probably have a little bit more of an effect. Captive balls. Sometimes the ball can be moved around only within a confined area. Typical application of these has a short line on the playfield with a narrow opening inside which a captive ball is held. The player can strike this captive ball with the ball in play, pushing it along the lane to activate the rollover switch or target. The ball being played strikes the Newton ball, which in turn transfers its momentum to the adjacent ball, which causes it to move. What the hell? Okay, then there's multi-ball, ball lock, jackpot, extra ball, kickback. Ball saver. Many modern games include a feature that prevents a player from being disappointed if a ball sent into play quickly drains before substantial points have been added. This player will immediately be given another free ball to compensate. Electromechanical games and a similar ball index switch system that return a drained ball if no points were made. Slam tilt. There are special tilt switches placed on the underside of the playfield, on the coin door, and on the electromechanical games. In the lower cabinet and the upper cabinet, designed to prevent cheating. Nudging. Playing techniques. Players can influence the movement of the ball by moving or bumping the pinball machine. There are tilt mechanisms which guard against extensive manipulation of this sort. Yeah. Yeah, I'll probably need to have like a tilt. I'll need to implement tilting as well. Tilting. Uh, okay, so we still have like a bunch of stuff to do. I really enjoyed like the vary targets. This kinda would replace a bunch of drop targets in a row. Holes and saucers, the electromagnets are also fun. I will need to figure out how to model like a table in Blender. Well, first I'll need to learn how to model in Blender. But then I'll need to figure out how to model a table in Blender and then have like these assignments kinda work automatically. Because I don't want to be assigning like all of these nonsense. So I'm thinking that I would need to have like some sort of... So my idea is that on Blender I would draw like the 3D table textured and all. And then depending on the names that I give, or some metadata that I add to each node. There's like a stinky bug here. What the fuck? Okay, hold on. I need to get rid of this stinky bug. GG, I'm back. As I was saying, I think that ideally I would want to like model the table in a Blender, and then somehow I would need to have like an import script that would essentially create this like this, as it is essentially this hierarchy, but it would need to like it would need to attach like the proper scripts, you know, somehow. But then that would mean that I wouldn't need to be playing with stuff in here, like moving things around in here or whatnot. I would do it in Blender and then it would just work. Because Blender will offer me like the best tools to like model ramps and curves and all of that nonsense. And I don't want to build it like as modular components, you know, like for this stuff. He's playing like twice the same music somehow. The hell? Okay. But I'll need to figure out how to do that. But I know it's possible because Wallaber builds all his levels in Blender, and then the things just like loads, and it just works. So I'll need to figure that out. You can assign additional data to objects like metadata. Yeah. Even here you can. See, there's like this button here, add metadata, where you can like write random stuff. Yeah. So I guess that's how I'm gonna be able to essentially build this. I mean, I will essentially want to have like a, I don't even know, like an what's it called? Do I have a string here? Color, plain, string name. I don't know. Oh. But yeah, I'll have like a string called type or whatever, which I'll put in the type, and then it essentially loads the script properly. And then I'll have another one called like ID, just so it feels like this data here. And then probably unlocked by default or something. I don't know. Something like that. Something like that. But yeah, that requires blendering, which I'm not too eager about. I'm not too eager about. Because I feel it's gonna take a long time to be able to do whatever in there. At the same time, it's one of those things that you are gonna need to suffer once, and then probably you'll have enough skills to do whatever in the future. I mean, it's not gonna be like professional level assets, obviously, but at least good enough for you to be able to easily modify meshes and stuff. Modeling is kind of zen too once you get going. Yeah, but I don't know if it's good streaming content, you know. That's the issue, because I know that I will be complaining about the entire time, because it's something that I'm learning from scratch, and I don't know what happened. So, American, you are making a Godot game, like the coin falling thing, I guess. Do you model in Blender, or are you doing everything inside Godot? Coin pusher, yes. Sketching in Godot for now, yeah. Yeah, what I was saying, Simonot, was I will probably want to model the entire table in Blender, just so I can like assign textures and all of that. But then I'll need to be able to essentially deserialize that Blender file into a proper like hierarchy of stuff. So all of this nonsense here, I would want this to be rendered, to be modeled inside of Blender, but then I would have a button like reload asset or whatever, and then it would create this hierarchy based on the Blender stuff. But that would require me adding like some sort of metadata, because each element has a different ID, you know, and it also has like a different like shop scene asset and stuff. I think that these parameters here, I could like model them or manually change them in Godot. I wouldn't need to do this in Blender, but at least this ID I would, just so that every time I reload the file, I don't want this to be like recalculated every time. But I don't know how to do that. Yeah, I built scene from metadata button. Same as you. I think a pinball would be easier in something like Fusion 360 with sketches. Yeah. I'm considering going the Blender route because I have so the friend that modeled the Unity game is the same friend that modeled the things for the RTS game. And although Blender isn't his main modeling software, it's the one I can afford because it's free. But at least he would be able to help me with like fixing the issue. But I mean, he modeled this himself, and he modeled everything at chaotic as well, so he kinda knows what he's doing. He also modeled like all of these, like even the chains and the fire and the mug. So I wouldn't think that Fusion 360 would be good because he doesn't know how to use Fusion 360. I think he uses Maya. But I think he could help with Blender. Or maybe he would... Maybe he could do things in Maya and then I will import it in Blender so I can add the metadata. And then from Blender I can import it into Godot or something. Did download CAD Sketcher for Blender, give it a try. Textures you do on Blender, export to Godot? Yeah. I mean, I don't know if I'll do the textures in Blender, but I would assign them in Blender as materials, and then when you export the model from Blender to Godot, things will just be automatically assigned. Like Godot will even like create the PBR shader for those kind of automatically. Yeah, but that's what I need to figure out. But I mean, do I want to do that now? Because I would say that probably first I want to check if this is fun to play, you know? So is it worth it for me to like have to remodel everything in Blender? It's probably better if I just like create a table by moving like things around and have something kind of fun to work with, so I can just package an executable and send you guys to give me feedback. Insane modeling techniques versus Blender. Yeah, when building with CAD, you can essentially apply like restrictions to a bunch of stuff. So whenever you start moving vertices or edges, like all the proportions are the same and angles and all of that, which is pretty cool. You can just boolean anything. Oh, so they are like SDFs as well. Okay. I'm kind of getting hungry. Yeah, I don't know what to do. Do I jump into the Blender wagon now? Or do I try to create like a simple table without ramps and because I mean, I still have like these things that I would like to add just for variety's sake. But I don't know if I want to spend the time learning Blender, because then maybe these won't be used for anything. Schematics online, yeah. All the pinball machines have like these drawings here. This is really hardcore. I kind of want to figure out like a nice little like easy table, and I want to replicate it in Godot, and then maybe script a little bit of it. Pinball Australia. What is this? Internet Pinball Machine Database. Hell yeah. IPDB. I can't remember what pinball was. That was in my house for a time. Well, you can always call your friend. Playing skills. Canada Dry. Oh, this is just like a random double flipper hit. Damn, there are clearly like a bunch of skills that you need to play, that you need to learn. I mean, this website is hella slow. But apparently it's the database for all of the pinball machines. Skills for the novice pinball player. The first problem that usually faces a novice pinball player is avoiding losing the ball. The skills in this section are the most basic skills to playing pinball. Walking the ball with the flipper in a controlled manner. Double flipper hit. This is not really a skill, but rather a definite sign of inexperience. If you have a natural tendency towards hitting both flippers at once, try to break it. Okay, it's just being terrible off the game. Single flipper hit. Yeah. Slap savers. I kind of want to make a visual pinball like a virtual one, you know, but I would need to get like a screen or something. These are freaking giant, bro. These are gonna cost me like 1,000 just for the screen. Full 32 inch. 32 inch is the one I have. Can't be 32 inch. 4K 144 hertz. Oh, maybe this is the 32 inch. This one is way larger than that. Simonot, let's make a virtual pinball cabinet. This is like a freaking giant screen, bro. How much will this cost me? Because, I mean, I would say that by far the most expensive part will be like this screen right here. Because everything else is just like regular like buttons. Well, the cabinet won't be cheap to manufacture, but I can have it like just working on a regular table. Ultra wide OLED probably in the PC to plug it into. Oh yeah, it needs a PC. Fuck. I mean, this needs to be a great PC. I also don't know if it needs to be an OLED, you know. People have been using these way before OLED were a thing. Ultra wide OLED. Oof. Oof. I don't want it curved, bruh. Is it like a 39-inch or something? $15,000 for a ready-to-purchase cabinet. Holy. Full color DMD screen. i7, 8 cores. So it's a. It's not OLED. It's a 43-inch. $43-inch 4K. I could probably use my living room television for this. And then I would buy a new television. These are like 3 screens. So it's the 43-inch for the playfield and a 28-inch just for like the top part. And then this dot matrix display. I mean, but even the dot matrix display can be like faked with something else. But damn, it's like powering three LCDs. Oof. I don't think I can build one of these without the fuck. Someone plays like this. Pretty cool. With the 3 screens plus the PC, I don't know if I could do it with less than like 2,500 euros or something, which is a shit ton of money that I'm not willing to spend.
Introducing the Ultra VP draining and hitting ramps. It truly feels like a mechanical pinball machine, but with thousands of tables in a single unit.
How much does this cost? 10. 10K plus shipping. Oof. Oof, 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 oof. Yeah. I need to find a job first. I need to find a job first. Okay, so what's the plan with this? For the afternoon stream. Do I want to add more missing elements? I mean, the stopper, it's just like the center pole here. No, I think that for the afternoon I would like to try to create a simple table. Like an actual table that resembles something. The issue here is like the curves. I don't want the DIY stuff. I don't want to make. Is there... Do I know what I would love? If there was a table, if there was like some sort of Wikipedia with filters where I could like say like the type of table that I would want. Pinball FX3, what is this? Is this another thing to play? Oh, this is another like software. Okay, no, but this is all virtual. This look nice though. These are not like real tables, these are tables that they make. Okay, everyone. I think I'm going for lunch now. I will be back in around 15 minutes. And meanwhile, I'll think about what we'll do in the afternoon stream. I'll be back, yeah, in 1 hour. If you guys are enjoying the content and you don't follow the channel yet, I would appreciate a follow. We just reached 150 followers today. Now the new goal is 160, GG. And in any case, I'll get going now, and I'll be back later. And I appreciate you all. Okay? That's it. I'm tired. Godspeed. Hello, PG Orly. How's it going? Okay, see you later. Appreciate you all.